everybody, and welcome back. So, were you aware that when you get to the Grymforge in the Underdark that you're actually able to make yourself a really good set of armor or weapons? I'm going to go ahead and show you how to get to the forge and get that taken care of for you. So, I found that the easiest way to get across is when you come into the main temple area, walk across this wooden platform, and there's this gap right here. If you have somebody with Misty Step or some other such spell, you can just teleport across, and once you walk up the ledge, you'll get yourself a waypoint, which you can teleport all your characters over. Alternatively, the other two options is both times you're going to have to come to this first set of stairs. One of them, you walk straight up to the entryway of the temple area, but instead of walking in, you jump across this ledge, and it lets you walk right up. You will notice when you climb up there is this first set of stairs that has a set of levers that we will be using later. From there, you can just walk straight across this platform and jump across, and then you're going to go over to this ledge and jump across again. Now, not every character will have the strength to be able to jump across. An example, my Will and Shadowheart. So you're going to walk right down this catwalk. While you're going down, make sure to grab this longsword mold. You can jump up to this connecting catwalk, jump over again, and you have two more sets of levers, which you can use to move across and up and down, which will then allow your lesser strength characters to get across by jumping on the platform yet again, and they can jump down on to the catwalk. From there, of course, you can move the levers back, move the platform back over, and just jump across to your other character. And now you're on the platform. The third option, again, requires you to go up the first set of stairs, but this time you're going to go to the very back of the temple, where normally you're going to find a couple of dwarves and some oxen, where I believe you can convince the oxen to clear the debris for you. However, as I've already killed the dwarves and the oxen, they are no longer here. So if you have somebody like Will with a force spell, you can just use that or a pickaxe to break open the walling. At which point it connects right back over to the side that had the levers. However, going from this side, you are going to want to make sure that you're watching out for the floor traps.
So much for a warm welcome.
Regardless of which of the two ways you choose to go, you need to move your characters all the way down to the end of this catwalk, while you have one that is on this side where the other two levers were at. You can now, once again, just like before, raise and lower the platform so that your characters can jump on. Give them a nice, easy little ride while your other person stays behind. Just move it straight across, so that you can now jump onto the platform. You've now reached the catwalk to the other side, where you can jump down, and once again, you'll activate the waypoint spot so you can get your other character across. As stated before, you are going to need to make sure that you are grabbing the different molds. In this case, the mold that I want is the splint mold for sure. There are various different ones, including a shield mold, the splint mold for heavy armor, the scale mail mold for medium armor. On the far right hand side, while you are searching for all these molds, you do need to be careful as there are sets of living armor. They're not a difficult fight, but they can be unexpected. So, once you beat those guys, you're going to notice that there is a MIthril vein right down there you're going to want to go and grab, which is as simple as just running down the cliff. You can run straight across with no risk of being damaged. Now, once again, you are going to need either a pickaxe or somebody with a force spell, such as Will. Once you've blown that open, you can grab the MIthril ore, and there is a survival check for a hidden chest down here. In my case, I failed the survival check, but of course you can still dig it up anyway. Now you've grabbed that MIthril ore, back over to the entryway where you're going to find this set of stairs to go straight down to where the forge is, which is as easy as just jumping across. And before you go down to the bottom, you're going to want to take a quick left, and you're going to find yet another MIthril vein. However, you're going to want to be prepared for a fight, as you are going to have multiple imps that are going to spawn and attack you. You do need to be careful with these guys, as when you kill them, they do explode, causing AoE fire damage, which they are immune to, and you cannot shove them off the ledge, as if you do, they fly right back up to you, and it just kind of wastes your action. So just do the best that you can to wipe them out as quick as possible. However, once you kill a couple of them, there are more, yet again, that will spawn. Of course, same as before, you come across to the MIthril vein, use a force spell or a pickaxe just to break it, and get another MIthril ore. Once you've gathered both your MIthril ores, you can make your way right back over to the bottom of this ledge, where you can jump across, same as before. You're going to activate the crucible in the middle of the platform, and you're going to put your mithril ore in. As a side note, when you're looting some of the different skeletons around here, you're going to find a couple of adamantine slags, which unfortunately are completely useless. Now you've inserted the mithril, you activate the mold chamber, put the mold in. Again, in this case, I'm using the splint mold. You're going to move your character on over to the edge. Again, you're probably going to need somebody who has Misty Step or some other form of teleportation. So you can teleport down below, go over to this side where you're going to have a platform control button. Go ahead and press it to lower it down, which is going to connect all of the pipes and other such things. And at this point, you're ready to activate the lava valve. Now, the heads up is you need to be ready for a fight, so I'm going to go ahead and long rest. Now that we're fully rested and ready for a fight, now that you're nice and rested, you're going to make sure you have one character, preferably one of your tougher characters, over here ready to activate the valve. Your longer ranged characters are probably going to want to be a little spread out. And then somebody, most likely not somebody without much ranged, right next to this lever. At this point, you can go ahead and activate the valve, which is going to release the lava, give you a little cutscene, and this big bad boy comes out ready to play. Also, don't do like me and make the mistake of placing your characters right where all the lava flows so that you can ensure that everybody freaking dies. Your pro tip of the day is just to make sure when you split up your characters that everybody is up on one of these raised areas. Otherwise, you're going to be right inside the lava and you're going to pretty much instantly die. Once combat starts, you're going to want to go ahead and use one of your ranged characters that is on the opposite side of this crucible here, and attempt to hit him, which will give you the threat assessment. Which all that means is you did a little bit of damage, and now he is targeting the character that just damaged him most recently. At this point, you can just skip. Once he's arrived on top of this crucible, you can switch over to the character that's right next to the lever, and bring the hammer down of God on him. Once you bring him down to a certain level of health, it is going to spawn multiple of those little imps again. You're going to want to ensure that you keep at least one character next to this lava valve, as after a few rounds the lava will dissipate and you are going to have to release it again. The only way to damage the Grim is when he has the superheated effect on him, which, as you can see, now that he's been damaged, he no longer has. So, you have to wait for his next turn when he gets it again. Donkey pro tip number 2. Don't walk your character straight into the lava when trying to pick up their Morning Star. It's not worth it. You're going to continue to rinse and repeat, guiding him onto this crucible. And so basically you'll just rinse and repeat until eventually the Grim is dead, and at which point you can gather your item. Of course, you can put another piece of mithril in, a new mold or whatnot, and just to activate the lava to make another item. It'll once again pop out. So now that you've beaten the Grim, you'll get the Grim Skull Helm, which makes it so that attackers can't land critical hits on the wearer, grants fire resistance, and allows the Hunter's Mark. You also get your new piece of gear, which is going to be significantly better than anything else you have on, I very much assume. And as stated, you'll be able to go ahead and make at least one more piece of gear. Just make sure you look around to find the different molds so you can find the one that you want. Anyway guys, on that note, I appreciate all watching. If you found this informative or enjoyable, or both, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I also do fairly consistent live streams over on Kick, Twitch, and here on YouTube, whichever platform you prefer the most. If you want to keep up to date when I go live or just chat with people, I have my Discord and Twitter links down below. Again, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time.